Question number 38. How many visas will be issued in DV 2022 and DV 2023? So, at the moment, the visas which are issued are 55,000 is the maximum limit. But now there is a process of adding the visas to be 80,000 visas instead of 55,000 visas. This is under what we call the United States Citizenship Act of 2021. There is a very big debate in the immigration part, but at the moment I'm talking, there is infrastructure bill, and Democrats want to use what they call budget reconciliation process to add that one and to be processed very soon instead of the bigger process of the bills, which have to go to all the processes and get 2/3 of the votes for the Senate. But this one, if they do that, they need 51 votes instead of 65 votes. So we are waiting. Maybe in these 2 to 3 days, I'll be able to provide another video with the details about the steps and the stage where they are there. But at the moment is that one. So if, let's say, they pass that law today, and it is signed to become a law, bill is signed, and then Biden as the president is going to sign to become a law, it will start immediately with the DV 2022 winners in this October to continue in that way. So once the day it's going to be approved, that is the time the visas, number of visas will be able to increase right away. Personally, I like the visa to be increasing because it will give many people more opportunities to be able to get that one. The other related question number 39. Do derivatives, or rather dependents, we're using the derivatives, that is the professional legal terms, do derivatives are counted as extra visas towards the total 55,000 visas to be issued? This is a very good question because it affects many people get confused. Many people get confused because they think that, let's say, if I'm the winner for the DV lottery, and if I'm the winner, I'm single. That is one visa. So out of 55,000, that is one visa. But what if I'm married and have 10 kids? All those 10 kids under the age of 21. So including my wife, will be 12 people. Are those going to be counted as 12 visas within those 55,000? Or are those all going to be considered as one visa? Many people are getting upset usually. Oh, these people who are married, or these people with children are taking our visas. They are not taking your visa. So don't hate one another because someone has a family. Yes, there's an advantage when you are married. You can bring your wife or your husband. You can bring your children. Yes. But if you have 10 children and you have a spouse and you yourself 12 visas, all those 12 visas are considered as one visa. So out of 55,000, that is one visa. Regardless of how many dependents you have, that is one visa, because the visa we consider is the visa of the principal applicant is one visa. We are not considering, okay, principal applicant with 2 children, those are 3 visas. No, that is one visa. One visa of the principal applicant. So do derivatives counted as extra? No, they are not counted as extra. They are considered as one visa of the main applicant, principal applicant. That's why if the principal applicant dies, all dependents are not coming to America. So you have to pray your principal applicant doesn't die. Is the host the same as the sponsor? No. No, no, no. The host is not the sponsor. It's not the same. First of all, the Diversity Visa Lottery Program is not a sponsorship program. Sponsorship program is like a family-sponsored immigration. Myself, I got the visa because my wife is a United States citizen. If my wife is a United States citizen, for that particular case, my wife has to fill the form is called I-130, petitioning that this is my relative. First of all, you have to sponsor, this is my relative. So I get the green card because this is, my green card was based because of my spouse. Right now, if I sponsor, my father is already dead. If I sponsor my mother will get a green card because I'm the United States citizen and I'm sponsoring my parents. You see? That is what they call a sponsorship. If you get a job by employer is going to sponsor you, you are going to be given a green card because a sponsor is your employer. But you don't get a green card because LSC is going to host you. No. I'm not sponsoring you. You have been sponsored by the US government by giving you the green card lottery. Does that make sense? You have been given a green card by lottery, the government program to be giving people visa, not me. So host is not a sponsor. So people are confusing sponsor, host, and the concept of affidavit of support. I will answer the affidavit of support question. So this one is not a sponsorship program. Host, the word host is just the address where you are going to stay. In the diversity visa lottery form, the question says as follows: write the address where you will be staying in America. The question doesn't say who is your host in America. The question doesn't say who is your sponsor in America. That is not the question. Write the address where you're going to stay. So even if you don't put the name, you put the address where you're going to stay. It has to be a residential address. So if your address, if you rent the apartment right now, and that is the address, the landlord is not your host. Landlord is not your sponsor. It's just the address. I'll be staying on this address. That's all. That's what they want. So a host is not the same as a sponsor. Sponsor means I'm sponsoring to be given a green card. That is the meaning of sponsor. Me as a United States citizen, I'm making you getting green card. Sponsorship is not about because I will pay you the money if you don't have the money. No. Sponsorship is because a citizen is showing, you have to fill a form, it's called I-130, to create, establishing the relationship. This is my spouse, this is my father, and I want this my father, give this green card to my father because I'm a US citizen. This is my relative. Does that make sense? Then, after that, but there are sometimes, I will talk about a little bit about the how to get a sponsor and the affidavit of support. But don't confuse the two. If you want to get a sponsor, that is something else. Yeah. But address can be address of even international student can give you the address, can be your host. Even someone who's a tour who is just here as a researcher can give you the address. But a sponsor cannot be just an international student. That is a different ball game. So we need to know the difference between these terminologies. An international student can host you. A green card holder can host you. A US citizen can host you. A host is the address, is apartment. Just the apartment where you are going to stay. So you don't need to have even a person. You can rent apartment on your own if you want. If you go and rent apartment, that is the address. The question is not about who is your host in the visa form. Go and read the visa form. There is no who is your host. Write the address. Where will you be sleeping? Where will you staying in America? That is the question. The question is not who is going to host you. But because of our poverty, it's just like you decide to take a vacation from maybe from Dar es Salaam, you want to go to another city or another country. Because you don't have money, you are looking for someone. Oh, do you have a host? But you can rent an apartment for 1 month vacation. You can go and stay in the hotel. It's okay. But the problem of renting, staying in the hotel, to put the address of the hotel, because that green card will be sent to that hotel. That's why you need a residential address, which will be easier for you to get the actual card once you are here in the US. So don't confuse. The host is not the sponsor.